Hello everyone, I'm Review Guy Aaron, and here are a few games I played during Steam Next Fest. As always, please remember these are still very much works in progress, and everything you see here today may or may not change, including any release dates that are displayed. Starting off with 3 vs 3, it's a lo-fi, retro shareware inspired dungeon crawler that will have you replacing verses missing from people's lives. It's a very cryptic game at times with lots of hidden messages and multiple endings. Throughout your playthrough you'll encounter battles with demons that aim to stop you in your tracks. Attacks are carried out by clicking a selection and then inputting what you want to do. For example, using magic requires you to type in the spells that you learn as you progress. Lightning works against dark type enemies, fireballs against light type enemies, and healing restores health. It's a simple concept that works well to the aesthetic of the game. Pre-rendered videos and cutscenes shape what little there is in way of story, and it looks like it's ripped right out of the heart of the 90s. With various little side quests to do, such as fishing, it's tempted me to add this to my wishlist when it releases later on this year. If you want trippy, lo-fi games with a heavy dose of nostalgia, then 3 vs 3 is definitely one to watch. Demo takes around 30 minutes to complete, and there are multiple endings to get alongside additional demo modes to choose from. Next up we have John Carpenter's Toxic Commando. Sharing a lot in common with titles like Back 4 Blood and World War Z, Toxic Commando puts you into the shoes of one of 5 mercs tasked with capturing the source of the infection before you meet your demise in 7 days. You might be asking yourself, why 7 days? And that's because the commandos go too gung-ho and bite off more than they can chew, resulting in an infection that is slowly eating away at them. Armed with more guns and special abilities than you can shake a stick at, you must battle your way through hordes of infected enemies thanks to Saber Interactive swarm tech that was used in World War Z. Zombies will climb over each other to get to you, sprint like something right out of 28 Days Later, but thankfully not as hard to kill. Each of the 2 levels in the demo reward exploration by allowing you to find new gear and skills, as well as traverse using vehicles to make it easier on your team. Surviving until the end will allow you to progress the plot and story, which will unlock when the game releases on March 12th. The demo offers crossplay and a large lobby environment where you can practice your shooting skills, play minigames, and even make music. Next up on our list is Subliminal, which is a psychological horror game inspired by the urban legend of the Backrooms. Bleeding edge lighting and rendering, handcrafted open-ended levels, light and perspective-based puzzles, nostalgic spaces, unfamiliar faces, and a rotting feeling that something is not quite right. The demo starts you off inside the basement of your home as a young child with something trying to get into the room with you. You must play a short game of closing the doors when you hear knocking, and survive until your consciousness returns to save you. After this, you're free to explore the house and follow the directions it gives you until you access the pool area. Think of this as a long-lost memory that you need to relive. You are given a memory meter device that measures how happy you were at this time. The objective is to fill the meter and progress into the next memory. Unfortunately, the demo does end quite quickly in regards to the pool area, but the more noticeable of you will realise that there's a little bit more on offer here. The demo does allow you to break free from this seemingly implied direction. At one point, I was able to squeeze myself between 2 walls in the house and make my way to a different area that I was told was not yet accessible. This allows you to play a second level to the demo, completely intentional by the way, and make your way through a bouncy house, padded fun area while being chased by a monster. A much better fit for a demo, but I appreciate the creativity that went into making the demo replayable for secrets. Next up we have a game called Dilemma, which provides a series of medical what-if scenarios in which you're tasked to make life-changing decisions based on limited information available to you. The main attraction here is that each action you take has reputational, legal and ethical consequences that can lead you to either excelling in the medical field or being fired from the practice due to legal complications. In one scenario, you're asked if you would write a sick note for someone who is late for work but does show visible signs of stress, and amongst your options, only one is correct. You are given medical charts to decide what is the proper course of action, but as the game implies, it may not be the ethical one. Letting your feelings control what you should do is an interesting concept that isn't explored far too often. It's a very short demo with no more than 10 minutes of gameplay, but it did make me want to add it to my wishlist. Next up we have From Devil's Womb, which is a psychological horror game about a broken ex-police officer who is haunted by their partner's disappearance. A mysterious clue drags you into decaying places infected by devilish presence, breathing, waiting, watching from the dark, where you must solve cryptic puzzles, face buried guilt, and uncover a truth that was never meant to surface. The game uses Horror Engine, which is a free asset from the Epic Games Store, but unfortunately falls into the category of being extremely indie. I get the impression it's someone's first game. I understand that everyone has to start somewhere, but with all sounds used here being stock Horror Engine and the main enemy being a simple download from the Fab Marketplace, it leaves me with little confidence that this will hold up when we have many free games available to play on itch.io instead. Finally, on today's list we have a game called Hypnostasis. It's a survival horror game about personal trauma. You wake up from your room to an unsettling world of disturbing creatures. The world you know has warped into something sinister, and you must navigate nightmarish worlds, uncover buried memories, and confront the shadows. It features combat, puzzle solving, and a decent story which unravels through both environmental storytelling and structured narrative plots. Extremely optimised with decent low poly graphics, this one will take you around 30 minutes to complete, and definitely had me adding it to my wishlist at the end of the playthrough. It has a surreal art style that I found very attractive, and even features some really nice cinematic camera shots for the cutscenes. Highly recommended. Well, that's the end of the list of games I played from Steam's Next Fest. Please do let me know down below what your favourite one was, and if there was any more I should check out. Once again, I'm Review Guy Aaron, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video.